We live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby. Make it, baby.
Welcome back, everybody, to Insanity Check Radio. I am Skillet Sauce. That's Ken, and over there is 8. Now I got to do that shit that I, still don't have committed to memory. You can check us out and find our links to these stories on our Twitter page, which is @InsanityCheck12. Our Facebook page, which is Insanity Check. You can check us out on our Google Plus circles and join us and all that kind of good stuff at Insanity Check Radio. See a lot of funny little things that may or may not be related to our direct shows, but it'll still be in keeping with what we feel and what we think on our Instagram page, which is Insanity Check Radio. And last but definitely not least, check out this video and this show in all of its enhanced forms, edited by this man right here on our YouTube channel, which is Insanity Check Radio. God damn, that's just a lot of shit. I hope y'all could join up and remember all of that. We got some really, and see this. This is gonna be like it reminds me of like that show First Take, when those cats have a bunch of things that they breeze through real quick. I guess I'll just start out with the most disgusting shit real quick. Then there's that one, which is angering, and then we got some shit that's kind of like pathetic. This one, remember we told you about that show, that drug that's, it's called the drug that eats junkies, that crocodile, which was rotting people and just making them, decompose, and their bones were showing all sorts of terrible, disgusting.
Yet they kept on using it.
Yeah, they kept using it, man. It was some literally like Walking Dead shit. So apparently a 17-year-old girl injected flesh-eating drug into her genitals. Basically, she injected her snatch with this flesh-eating drug. So it says in Mexico, a 17-year-old girl reportedly addicted to the flesh-eating drug known as crocodile shot doctors in Puerto Vallarta recently when she showed up with severe lacerations to her genitalia. Jose Sotero Ruiz Hernandez, an official of the National Migration Institute, said, "There's a case that we had to see at the Social Security. The girl consuming this drug had an infection in her private parts, which her Hernandez said wasn't caused from sexual intercourse. Her genitals had already begun rotting." Christ. Now, people already, misogynist and people out there that don't like women already think that, a woman's stuff smells like stinky fish and all this other kind of shit. But this smells like decomposing roadkill. It has to. And then what kind of agony must she be in if she gets aroused and her juices start running over the rotted meat? And that sounds like bad beef stew. This is disgusting. So it said, according to Hernandez, the girl explained that she had been consuming crocodile for 2 months and that the drug known as the drug that eats junkies was sold like cocaine, readily available on every street corner. Crocodile originated in Russia, blah, 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 blah. The drug had similar effects similar to heroin or morphine, and it is made by mixing codeine, red phosphorus, iodine, and paint thinner, among others. So my thing is, with all the stuff that you could inject, what made her decide to go there? I mean, she has arms and legs and feet, tits, anything. Why would you inject your poon with the fucking crocodile drug?
I don't know. I don't understand. I certainly don't have any remorse, but I just don't understand.
She did it to herself. But what does a rotted snatch on a living being look like? I mean, obviously you can go dig up some corpse, exhume some body, and the whole shit is all petrified.
That's probably what you're gonna get. Yeah,
But no, because you saw with the other people's arms, this shit looked like green slime. And
you realize this bitch has completely fucked herself for life, right? I mean, she probably will have to stay a junkie to be in the junkie community because only a junkie. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, you gotta be bad off to fuck some Franken pussy. Yo,
Christ.
Yeah, that's disgusting. So, that really is sick and disturbing. Come to think of it, that really is disgusting. On to the next. That's nasty. What's next?
Actually, I forgot. I wanted to do this one.
Which one? Oh yeah.
There's a story about rape. Yeah,
it's about you say rape like it's your long lost friend.
Well,
and shit.
Rape. People just dudes, men. It just amazes me sometimes what people will do. In the name of their Lord. And even though this doesn't say anything about God, we all know where this is coming from. So Michigan largely bans insurance coverage for abortion with no rape exception. Wednesday, the Michigan legislature overrode Republican government Rick Snyder's earlier veto and passed a new law banning any private insurance plan in the state from covering abortions. The new law doesn't ban insurance companies from selling abortion coverage completely, but you have to buy a separate rider for the coverage. And that's almost certain insurance companies won't bother offering anyway. Other states have similar bans, but mostly aimed at individuals buying insurance on their health. Pro-choice advocates have dubbed this bill rape insurance, the rape insurance bill, since it makes no exceptions for pregnancies resulting from rape. As we remember, a few months ago, we did a story about that sick cat who was talking about, a real rape, that women can't get pregnant when they're really actually raped. Not the fake rape.
Yeah, the fake. When you as you give the chick individual strokes, you say, "I'm just kidding."
Yeah,
not that rape.
Yeah, not those types of rape.
The rape when you're drooling, lines of globules spit in her face while you're fucking raping her.
Which is why, after denouncing the bill, one of the most misogynist proposals ever to go before the legislation, Gretchen Whitmer got up and spoke about her own experience of being a rape victim about 20 years ago. Most of the criticism of the bill has been focused on the outrageousness of making a woman pay out of pocket for an abortion after being raped because she didn't think ahead and buy the insurance rider as a financial protection just in case of, future rape.
I mean, that shit is not funny, man. But that's
it's hilariously outrageous.
Where the fuck do we live?
We live.
Where the fuck do we live?
Well, we live in the city. These people live in the Old Testament. You see, and this is why I'm saying,
it should be a rim shot. This shit sounds like, this sounds like comedy. This sounds like a comedy sketch.
Listen, this is what the sweet Lord Jesus Christ wants, apparently according to these people. And once again, there's no mention of God anywhere in this. But who else thinks like this in this country? Seriously, actually, all over the world, this type of fucking attitude.
Type of shit happens every day.
This type of attitude towards women comes from these twisted motherfuckers who believe in the good book, whether it's written in English or fucking Hebrew or Islam, whatever the fuck. As long as some invisible motherfucker who they've never spoken to tells them that you can't abort, you can't whack off, you can't do this, you can't do that. Oh yeah, we got to put that in our secular fucking laws.
I don't understand why women aren't are atheists, man. Because basically the Bible just shits all over women.
Well, yeah, it's just like
all the way it's misused to shit all over women. It's just terrible.
It's just like, again, all these stupid gay people running up in church. God hates you and wants you dead. Do you not understand that?
Yeah.
It's in like at least 2 or 3 parts of the fucking Bible. You must be fucking killed.
So if you believe that book, yeah, you're right. It's like, well, you think them's just jokes? Don't you? But
very good, AJ. You're coming along there nicely.
Yeah.
So, however, the bill also broadly bans abortion coverage in cases where pregnancy has gone terribly wrong, such as fetal abnormalities. Most women, either unaware that they have a coverage or unwilling to tell their insurance they're aborting, pay cash for elective first trimester abortions anyway. It's women who need to abort wanted pregnancies because of the serious fetal abnormalities are expected to be most hurt by this law. These abortions, which spare the family grief and spare the woman from having to endure months of growing a baby that can't live, often have to be performed later in a pregnancy, can cost thousands of dollars. Now, in Michigan, a woman who has a diagnosis of fetal abnormality incompatible with life will find that her insurance, which she pays for, won't cover her care because male religious fanatics say it shouldn't be so. So, again, if you're growing chud in your womb, you have to come out, and you don't see that shit fast enough, you got to come out your ass for thousands of dollars because you don't want fucking chud ripping your fucking...
I was going to say, what if it was a chest buster? Fucking aliens just come ripping through your fucking diet. You got to be running to the insurance offices. This shit is tearing through your chest cavity.
And you stupid bitches in the South are just like, yay, Republican, woo! And you know why? That's because your fucking lying husbands are rich enough so that they don't have to follow this bullshit and get shit done when your slut-hoe daughter, who's fucking your gardener, gets pregnant.
Hey, what kind of dysfunctional family are you trying to portray, man?
I'm talking about the American household, 2014.
So I suppose the garden is Mexican, too.
Could be. I was thinking of a Mandingo myself, but you know.
Oh, so it's a buck dingo Mexican.
Yeah.
Or a black Mexican.
Yeah.
He's got to be a greased
Who
buck.
eats watermelon with salsa.
And wears a rope for a belt, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Salsa watermelon. Huh?
Yeah.
Right.
I hear it's a delicacy down in the southern states.
Yeah, exactly. Habanero Kool-Aid, right? yeah. Anyway, yeah, whatever, man.
No.
Okay, that's pathetic. I mean, you want to talk more about that shit? Because this other shit is stupid fucking too.
What was the last one?
The last one was, this is real quick and it's pathetic. Invisible Girlfriend startup provides fake love for a price. If you're having trouble in a dating game and dread those judgmental looks from friends and family, you can now fake it for a monthly price. Invisible Girlfriend, a new company recently created at a startup week in St. Louis, has emerged as the solution for those without a significant other, providing potential subscribers with options such as text messaging, emergency interaction, gifts, and a relationship status change on Facebook. Our audience might come from a variety of situations. Maybe they're in a same-sex relationship they're hiding from disapproving relatives, or trying to avoid the unwelcome advances from a coworker, or have chosen to focus on their work instead of romance. Creator Matt Hoffman told BuzzFeed. The company, which is still pre-launch, has 3 monthly subscription options. Just Talking, which offers text messages, automated calls, and gifts for $9.99. Get Serious with the previous option plus Facebook relationship change and real voicemails and gifts for $29.99.
Facebook is just all in everything.
And finally, Almost Engaged. This is the gold. This is a platinum package, which offers custom girlfriend characterization and live phone calls at $49.99. We're not trying to build a girlfriend they can believe in. That's a whole other level of technology. Harmon told Riverfront Times. We're giving them a better story to tell, even if the story isn't true. Invisible Girlfriend was pitched for the first time at Startup Weekend more as a joke, but a 10-person team of developers and business experts teamed up to create a rough product in just 54 hours. They took home first place in the competition along with $3,000, according to BuzzFeed. There are also future plans to create an invisible boyfriend. It went from let's have some fun, let's make everyone laugh to we have the making and talent to build something that works, Harmon told Riverfront Times. So, first of all, this is just basically saying that these dudes, these nerds, these geeks, these smelly bastards that sit around playing Call of Duty all day are just pathetic. And, someone, if you sign up for this shit should get rerouted to a bunch of knuckle-dragging leg breakers, and they should just bust into these people's fucking basement and beat them to within an inch of their life.
Why are you going to deny these fucking nerds?
And this is just like, oh, you know what? Your lies aren't good enough. So pay us and we'll bolster your lies.
Isn't that what this whole fucking place is about now?
This place is filthy. We talked about it in sports, which is another story altogether, about how they encourage athletes to lie to the media. And now look at this fuckery. So these people are encouraging these assholes. And how pathetic must you be? These dudes are probably sobbing when they're signing up for this shit. I'm here just crying.
Listen, I mean, at least as far as the same sex shit, I mean, the women have been beards for the longest time. Yeah. Now, I guess if you don't have someone or you don't want to involve your friends in the shame, then, you call these people
the same-sex subterfuge, because I know they did that back in the days in Hollywood system when you had like a Hollywood leading man that was actually gay. They would have him with the fake-ass wedding and the fake relationship, and in some cases they actually had to have children, all this kind of bullshit, because it was good for their business. But just as a regular, everyday person, if you have to sign up for this, I think you're pathetic. And obviously Facebook is just...
But here's Facebook is just... They're just fucking serpents and shit. But here's the $1 million question. Who is more pathetic? Someone who purchases this service, or the people who buy and take their real dolls out for tea?
No, those guys. The people that actually take the real dolls out for tea, their shit should be packed with C4. And them things should just detonate and just obliterate these motherfuckers, because that's taking pathetic behavior to a whole nother level. Obviously you're just publicly insane to where you're going to bring out these people and bring out these dummies and shit like that, and interact with them as
Yeah, I think in that special, the real dolls, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, very lifelike looking dolls for sex and relationship.
Relations where these people were taking these shits out cafes.
They were taking them out to cafe. But I think perhaps the scene that disturbed me the most was when one of the real dolls, her fake joint got a loose and had to be shipped back to the manufacturer for adjustment. And the motherfucker actually was trying not to cry as they picked her up and put her in a crate,
You know,
onto the truck.
that camera should have pulled out, and there should have been 2 executioners at either side of that motherfucker waiting to put him out.
The world we live in.
We live in a fucking shithole of a world, man. Seriously. This town is in need of an enema. Seriously, this place is disgusting. What movie was that from? That was from the first Batman, right?
Yeah.
This town, Jack Nicholson. This town is in need of an enema. Yeah.
All right. This town needs an enema was the actual line, but
This town needs an enema.
yeah.
Well, this town needs an enema. This world needs an enema.
And we'll be back in 2 minutes.
We're trying to make it